Good morning, all of you. I am Dr. Alok Agrawal, and I welcome you on another lecture on internal combustion engine. The topic of today's lecture is actual valve timing diagram. So, what we will discuss in this lecture? We will discuss the actual valve timing diagram for four-stroke spark ignition engine and compression ignition engine both. Okay. So we have seen that why actual valve timing diagram has to be different from ideal valve timing diagram. So we will consider all those factors and we will draw actual valve timing diagram. And if you will draw actual valve timing diagram, it will become like this. Okay. From the diagram, it can be seen that this is top dead center and this is bottom dead center. And this inlet valve opening is at TDC in case of ideal cycle, but here what is happening? It is not at TDC, it is well before TDC, almost 15 degree before TDC. So in case of actual valve timing diagram, what is happening? That the valve inlet valve will not open at TDC, but it has to be open before 15 degree at TDC. So inlet valve open before 15 degree at TDC. Okay. Similarly, in case of ideal valve timing diagram, we have seen that inlet valve should close at BDC, but in actually it should not close at BDC. It will close after BDC, 30 degree after BDC. Okay, so inlet valve should close after BDC 30 degree. Now, why we have seen in earlier class also, but we'll discuss it further in detail. But first we see how the valve mechanism has been changed, how the valve timing has been changed. In case of exhaust valve, we have seen that exhaust valve in ideal cycle should open at BDC and close at TDC. But here what is happening? That exhaust valve is opening well before 50 degree before TDC. Okay, 50 degree before TDC is getting open and it will closes after TDC. It is opening before BDC, 50 degree before BDC, and it is closing after around 20 degree after TDC. So now the inlet valve which was open for 180 degree in place of ideal cycle, now it is more than 180 degree open in case of actual cycle. Similarly, exhaust valve opens for 180 degree in case of ideal cycle, but here exhaust valve opens for more than 180 degree in case of actual cycle. In case of ideal cycle, the spark, or the ignition starts at TDC, but here we have seen that in case of SI engine, the spark has to be 35 degree before TDC so that when the piston reaches top dead center, there will be a complete atmosphere of combustion and the fuel is just about to produce energy so that power stroke will be more effective. Okay, so exhaust valve should open before 50 degree before BDC and it should close after 20 degree TDC. Okay, and the valve overlap in case of ideal cycle there will be no valve overlap, only one valve will open at a time. But here there has to be a valve overlap of 35 degree where both the valves are open. Okay, and ignition starts at 35 degree before TDC, whereas in case of ideal cycle, it is at TDC. So why we are doing this? Let's see in our next slide. So inlet valve open before 15 degree TDC. Why? To ensure that valve will be fully open and the fresh air is starting to flow into the cylinder as soon as possible after TDC. जैसे ही वॉल्व जो हमारा पिस्टन टीडीसी में पहुंचेगा उसी वैसे ही वो नीचे आने के लिए स्टार्ट होगा तभी हमारा वॉल्व पूरी की पूरी तरह ओपन हो जाएगा एंड द फ्रेश एयर और मिक्सचर विल स्टार्ट कमिंग. That's why we make it open 15 degree before TDC. Again, why it is closing after BDC? Inlet valve is closing after BDC. It is because of when the fresh charge is coming during the suction stroke through inlet port and valve, when piston reaches BDC and starts to move in compression stroke, because of the inertia of the fresh charge, it tends to continue to move into the cylinder. Inertia के कारण भले ही piston ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है, compression stroke has been started, but because of inertia, some fuel can further be added into the combustion chamber. So we will not close that inlet valve. We will let that charge come into the combustion chamber, and once that compression force and that momentum force nullify each other, we close the inlet valve, and in this way we can get maximum amount of charge, maximum volume of charge inside the combustion chamber to produce maximum power. Okay, so it will inlet valve closes after piston reaches BDC and after a partial completion of compression stroke inlet valve closes. This is called ram effect. Very important. Most of the time, means in interview, this question may be asked, what is ram effect? So you should tell that it is the effect where inlet valve closes after BDC because to make the power output more and to induce maximum amount of charge inside the cylinder. Now, why exhaust valve open before BDC? Again, because similar phenomena, so that at, at the start of exhaust stroke, the complete exhaust valve should open so that minimum amount of power is required to vacant the exhaust gases from cylinder. Okay, to ensure that minimum work is expelled to remove the exhaust gases. If it is not done so, then the pressure inside the cylinder will be more, and with that increased pressure, exhaust gases, it require more amount of work to make it outside the combustion chamber. This will be a loss of work. Okay, so to increase the network output, we make exhaust valve open before BDC. Now, why exhaust valve closes after 20 degree after TDC? Again, same, so that maximum amount of burnt gases will go outside the cylinder to make the space available for fresh charge. Okay, it is again the inertia concept to come into play because piston is moving at a very high velocity from bottom dead center to top dead center. It will make exhaust valve open for small time after reaching TDC. Maximum amount of exhaust gases will go out of the cylinder. Okay. Now ignition starts 30 degree before TDC to initiate combustion. So complete mass of fuel will burn before the midway of the power. We used to ignite the fuel before TDC so that we can use maximum amount of fuel efficiency because when fuel will burn before halfway of power stroke, it will create more impact. And if power stroke has been completed after that fuel is burning, then it will be of no use. So that's why we are making ignition start before 35 degree TDC. This is the case of SI engine. Now CI engine is very much similar to SI engine. Here same thing, only small changes in degree is there, but the reason is same. That is why inlet valve is open before TDC, why inlet valve is closed after BDC. Again, exhaust valve is open before BDC and exhaust valve is closed after TDC. So in this case, inlet valve open 20 degree, 25 degree before TDC. Inlet valve closed at 25 degree after BDC, again because of ram effect. Exhaust valve open 50 degree before BDC and closes 15 degree after TDC. Here valve overlap is 40 degree. In case of SI engine it is quite different. And fuel injection start 5 degree before TDC. In case of SI engine it is 35 degree or 30 degree before TDC. Here fuel injection start 5 degree before TDC because it requires a certain amount of time, means it will start at 5 degree before TDC and it will continue. The fuel injection will continue 25 degree after TDC. So for the span of 30 degree of crankshaft revolution, continuously there will be a fuel injection. Okay, because fuel injection is not an instantaneous process; it requires a time, a certain duration of time. So ideally, actually, it requires 30 degree of crankshaft revolution so that complete amount of fuel is getting injected, and the amount of fuel is getting injected, it is sure that it will burn because if it will not burn, it is a complete wastage. It will also increase the pollution. So we have to make this fuel injection portion very carefully so that it should not be less, that it will not produce enough power stroke, and it should not be more so that the fuel will remain on burn. So we have to calculate it very judiciously. So this is all about the actual wall turning diagram of SI and CI engine. This is very important problem or question which can be asked in your university exam. So in today's class, this is for today's class, and thank you class. In next class, we will move into two-stroke engine, working of two-stroke engine, and we will see the wall turning diagram of two-stroke engine. Then we will compare the SI and CI engine, and we will compare the two-stroke and four-stroke engine. Thank you.